Right, just want to make this video, and as you can see with the image straight away, I don't care what fanboys say about this, because I've made videos about this video game in the past that annoyed a lot of people, and they can just get mad because it's the truth. As the title says, this game is satanic. Because now, if you think of this game in a Christian way, this game's straight up demonic. It really is. It honestly is. This game is demonic, and this is actually a real image, and it proves what I'm saying. Even if you sign up for the Dead by Daylight email, the number is 666. So there's no anyone saying this game isn't demonic, isn't satanic, is in denial and in cult mode, because this game is heavily satanic. Very, very satanic. I'm going to tell you why it's satanic. It's woke as well. It's just filth. That's all it is. It's utter filth. Let's check the audios. Good. So yeah, the image on screen is not fake. You can go look it up yourself and see if this is legit or not, because it is. But they have 666 on the front door of the building of Behavior Interactive, which is the company that owns Dead by Daylight. So, and there's actually I've seen supposed Christian streamers playing this game, and they support the community of Dead by Daylight. The Dead by Daylight community is woke as anything, probably the most wokest gaming community that I've ever come across, and one of the most toxic. We've already made videos about this, but you cannot claim to be a Christian and basically support the Dead by Daylight community, because it's completely against the Christian religion. But, and I even got in an argument with someone about this at one time. There was a Christian streamer that I came across. Well, he claimed to be Christian, cussed me out. Basically, I was playing the game. And the whole game of this is satanic anyway. The person wouldn't get me off the hook, because that's the whole purpose of the game. So I said to them, "Yo, why'd you let me die in the hook in the game?" It's like, "Oh, this person's new to the game," stuff like that. I said, "How many hours have they got?" Said, "Oh, they got this amount of hours." So I said, "Well, there's no excuse then, is there?" And then he started calling me a bully and stuff like that, and I was like, "Whatever, man, you're a fake Christian." And then I said, "This game promotes witchcraft and stuff like that," and he started defending it. Yet he claimed to be Christian. He defended this game, saying, "Oh, it's not satanic," or stuff like that. And the game promotes witchcraft. This is the excuse that he made up. He said, "Oh, that's not how the devs intended it. That's not what they mean. It's not satanic." Well, one, this is a horror game, right? Where it's got serial killers in it, so it's not a Christian game to start with. You're a serial killer in the game, and you're sacrificing people to an entity. The game's satanic. We're gonna get into why. And now this was years upon years ago. They had 666 Bloodpoint login. So this is the whole purpose of the game. The whole purpose of the game. I've made probably 2 to 3 videos or something. One exposing the community, 2 exposing that it's woke, 3 exposing that it's a garbage game, because it is. So it's not the first instance that outside the building equals, they've got 666. Then they have a login bonus that says 666, and these are called blood points. So this is basically a blood sacrifice. That's what you're doing in the game. Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate your support. So, wanted to show this first. So, now we'll go to this. Now, for those that don't know what Dead by Daylight is, it's a horror game, 4 survivors versus 1 killer. The purpose is killers, serial killers have been brought into this realm by an unknown entity, they claim. We all know who the entity is. It's just very obvious if you connect it. If you do it from a religious point and connect it to what was going on in the time of the Canaanites, you'll see that this is the same damn thing. The purpose of the killer is to kill the survivors in the game, put them on a hook, sacrifice them to an entity. That's the whole purpose. And in return of doing all of this, you get blood. That's the reward, you get blood. They call it blood points. So this is a satanic sacrifice. It is a demonic game. A very demonic game. I don't care what anyone says, don't care what any so-called Christian wants to say. This is a satanic game. And I'm glad that I broke away from it. Because this game, with how toxic its community is, a lot of the killer mains are no doubt most likely Satanists, because you can't claim to be a Christian and play the killer role, because you are literally sacrificing people to, we all know who it is. I'll come out and say it's Molech. That's who it is. It's Molech, the devil. They say it's an unknown entity. We know exactly who the entity is. It's Satan. It's the devil. You're committing satanic. So basically, in this game, you might as well say, if you do it from a biblical standpoint, you're a bunch of Satanists in the game, and you're sacrificing people to the devil. That's basically what you can say. And exactly, it's woke. And I had a lot of people attacking me from that alone. Oh, you're saying the game's woke, stuff like that, don't play it then. I don't play it. I can't stand the game. But the amount of people that attacked me, personally insulted me, wish bad on me just for exposing the game for being woke, should show you what the community is. The community of Dead by Daylight is probably one of the most satanic, antichrist, woke, degenerate communities that I've ever seen in my life. Because it's 30 to 40-year-olds that act like literal man-childs, and they literally wish harm on people just for the way you play. It's a pathetic community. And it makes sense because the game itself is straight demonic. It really is. It's a demonic game. That is the whole purpose of the game. You sacrifice people. You put people on a hook. You sacrifice them to an entity, it's just Satan. That's who it is. It's the same thing with Molech, where we know with the Canaanites, with the biblical thing, where the Canaanites were offering children and their newborns onto a Molech statue. They were doing burnt offerings and stuff like that, animal sacrifice and stuff like that. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. It's a form of Satan. And we connect the dots. They have 666 outside the building. They're obsessed with the number 666. It's in their address of where, and also the French Canadian. Makes perfect sense. French Canadian banned the Bible. They banned the Bible. Now, I guarantee you, supposedly they're doing a religious chapter. This is going to blaspheme. There's no doubt that it's going to blaspheme the Bible with the chapter, because they're not going to actually do anything biblical. They're not actually going to give glory to God. And they're talking about the power of it, the power of the entity is sin. So therefore, basically saying that a godly entity makes people sin. So straight away from there alone, it's demonic. You're blaspheming the Bible. You're blaspheming God. No Christian should be playing this game. As I said, I've come across many streamers. I'm not judging anyone. Only God knows these people's hearts. But you cannot claim to be a Christian and then support the Dead by Daylight community. It's completely contrary to what the scripture says. If you're a Dead by Daylight content creator and you're Christian, if you're loved by the Dead by Daylight community, then you're of the world. One guy that was Christian, which there was one content creator that was Christian, he showed his faith, he talked about the Messiah returning, and then of course, just like most fake Christians do, he denounced Christ because he offended a bunch of woke retards. He literally denounced and apologized to a bunch of woke snowflakes because he was reading the Bible. So yeah. So you can't be a Dead by Daylight content creator and be a Christian. It just ain't gonna work because the community of Dead by Daylight is woke and they hate Christ. A lot of them do. They mock God on a daily basis. We know what the woke community does. They mock God. They spit on God. They mock him. They laugh at him. So yeah. That's how you know who a fake Christian is. You can't be a Dead by Daylight content creator and associate yourself with the Dead by Daylight community. It's just something that is contrary to the scripture. You're basically siding with the people that hate God. It doesn't work. But it's my opinion, my belief. People don't have to agree. But this game is satanic. It honestly is. Very, very satanic game. Literally sacrificing people to an entity is no different from Molech. Really isn't. It even talks about, also as well, there's many killers in this game. We'll show you that have witchcraft. You got Vecna. Which again, they're doing another chapter with Stranger Things. Like anyone cares. The new season of Stranger Things was just woke crap. That's all it was. That's my opinion. It's just woke crap. They just had to inject woke nonsense into the game, into basically the series. So Vecna, what is Vecna? Dungeons and Dragons, black magic, witchcraft. The guy uses witchcraft in the game. So you've got witchcraft killers in the game. So this is not a Christian game. No Christian should be playing this satanic game. And I'm glad that I broke away from it because it ruined my mental state. That's exactly what this game will do. So there is no doubt there is something satanic behind this game. It messed with my mental state. Because that's how bad the community is, that it literally almost drove me mentally insane. That's how bad the community is. They're that much of a scumbag, degenerate community. And if you don't believe me, just go play the game. See how degenerate they are. So we have Vecna, which promotes witchcraft, black magic, which is satanic in itself. So, yeah, this isn't a Christian game. No Christian should be playing it. There's many other killers. You've got... So you got Vecna. They're adding Vecna again, which, again, no one cares. They've literally got a witch in this game. I've showed it before. Michaela. She's a witch. She's a witch in the game. Also Sable Ward. Sable Ward has a perk where you do a satanic circle ritual. So this just proves that this game is just nothing but Satanism. It honestly is. This game is nothing but Satanism. Masked. It's just masked behind, oh, this is just a horror game, guys. This is just a horror game. No, it's a Satanism game. That's all it is. You've got Michaela, which is a witch. It's in the game. She has 3 witchcraft perks. 1, boom, circle of healing. So again, saying that witchcraft heals people. Demonic. Nothing heals you besides God. Then you have Sable Ward. You have Sable. Now all the degenerates, the sexual degenerates love this character. We all know why. But Sable Ward is like a goth, like emo character, which again, goth is nothing but devil worship. That's what it is. I've studied goth. I used to be in school with goths, and they are devil worshippers. Emo are just wannabes. Goths are literal straight up, they worship Satan. Hence why they're obsessed with darkness, they're obsessed with black, the color black. The Satanists in disguise, but a lot of them will just say, no, we're not Satanists, yet they openly listen to death metal, they listen to satanic music, they're obsessed with death, they're obsessed with destruction, they're obsessed with pain, and yet they say they're not Satanists. So she has perks that associate with witchcraft, which one of them's called Boon Circle of Healing. We'll show you. No, it's not that one. It's Sable. And also, this game promotes Halloween, promotes Christmas, 2 demonic holidays. Christ was not born on December 25th. Also, Halloween is a demonic holiday, glorifying paganism. So again, it's not a game for Christians. So we have this one here. This is the perk. This is the perk that she uses. Again, they have the obsession with spiders within the occult. They've got an obsession with them for whatever reason. But this is the perk that she uses in the game. She basically, you sit in the basement. I forgot the name of the perk, but she has an outfit as well where she's basically dressing up as a witch. So it should say everything that you need to know. She has a literal vase that has 1 eye symbolism on it. And yet people say to me this game isn't satanic. That guy that claimed to be Christian said to me, this game isn't satanic, the devs didn't mean it that way. I'm sure they didn't do that stream, I'm sure they didn't mean that. I'm sure when they keep saying 666 and the 666 outside of the building, I guess it's just a coincidence. These people are in cult mode. Because it is, you're basically doing a ritual. This is what you do in the game. This is witchcraft. This is why I said no Christian. And it's even called invocation, which is a form of black magic. So this game's satanic. This is why I said this game is just masked behind. They say, oh, this is just a 4v1 horror symmetrical game. And they say it's not satanic. Yet we have them doing satanic rituals, practicing witchcraft. This is usually used in the form of calling upon demons and calling on stuff like the Ouija board and stuff like that. And yeah, it's not demonic, it's not satanic. You're sacrificing people to an entity, and then you get blood in return, which again is demonic. Blood sacrifice. We know what the Satanists do. A lot of the Satanists have been exposed drinking animals' blood. There's videos of one story where a Satanist was drinking animals' blood. So yeah, it's just to say it is a. They might as well change this game to Satanist by daylight. And again, if you examine as well of the font of that, what is the image of the Baphomet? You have the sun and the moon. Now read the title of the game: Dead by Daylight. So most likely it takes. So most likely, if you can do it this way, say nighttime leads to daytime. So again, darkness, lightness, secretly Freemasonry in plain sight. Darkness, lightness, Freemasonry. Or as it goes, as above, so below. Where the image of the Baphomet is pointing to the sun, then the moon. So this game is satanic. There's no anyone that wants to defend it is no doubt in cope mode. And a lot of the killer mains, as I said, are no doubt Satanist. Because a lot of them are really, really toxic degenerates. I've came across a lot of them. They cry about everything in the game. The little crybabies. They just say, oh, this game survived this idea. The losers. They honestly are. So yeah, there's the ritual happening. But it's not satanic though, guys, is it? You open there used to be glyphs in even the lore man of Dead by Daylight is satanic in itself. You have the Blight. He was a normal, I think, doctor, and then they experimented on him, and he became this freak. This is witchcraft. No matter what anyone wants to say, this is witchcraft. You are literally doing satanic chantings and rituals to. And this is one of the worst perks in the entire game anyway. I don't even know why they designed it to start with. It's one of the worst perks in the entire game. Well, there's no defending this. This is clearly calling upon demons. We'll even show you, for anyone that wants to say this isn't demonic, we'll show you what black magic is. So, so this is what it is. So there's no defending it. What does it say right there? The action of invoking someone or something. An incarnation used to invoke a deity or the supernatural. A form of words such as in the name. Say again. So, demons. Summoning demons. It's black magic. There's no defending it. And what does it say in the Bible about black magic? We'll show you what it says about black magic, because I don't care, because you little wokies, you little crybabies out there like, oh, prove that Dead by Daylight's woke. I don't care about the Dead by Daylight community. I really don't. They're some of the biggest lowlives on the planet. They really are. So, witchcraft. Because all these people do anyway. Again, there you go, the symbol of the all-seeing eye, which is used by Michaela. So, right, sorry about that. I must have pressed it by accident because it was scrolling down. So, as I was saying, well, and this is why, you see what I mean? This is supposed to be a Bible site, right? And it's literally promoting witchcraft. This is why Christians shouldn't allow ads. Because look, this is an instance proving, look what it's promoting on a Christian website. It's literally telling me to do witchcraft. This is what's said with Christians. This is why you shouldn't have ads on your videos and on YouTube. Because this is what it promotes. So this is what it says in the Bible. Do not turn to mediums or necromancers. Do not seek them out, and so make yourselves unclean by them. I am the Lord your God. You shall not permit a sorceress. I'm going to read the rest of it, obviously. A man or a woman who is a medium or a necromancer, they shall, this is what it says. But as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, as for murderers, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars, so you can read the rest of it. If a person turns to mediums and necromancers, whoring after them, I will set my face against that person. I will cut him off from among his people. Now the works of the flesh are evident: sexual immorality, impurity, sensual idolatry, sorcery. So you see sorcery, divisions. So witchcraft is not something to be practiced, as you can see here. For rebellion is as the sin of divination. So basically, almost the same. So rebellion's almost the same as practicing witchcraft. No, this is what they did in the ancient times. And he burned his sons as an offering in the valley of the son of Hinnom, and used fortune telling, which is exactly what they do today. This is why you shouldn't do fortune telling, because what they won't tell you about these psychic readings, stuff like that, they're in contact with demons. They really are. Have you ever seen the Exorcist movies where the demons suddenly know people's sins? Because again, those that ain't saved and stuff like that, and I mean, then again, the devil can use your past against you. That's what he does. And use fortune telling and omens and sorcery and dealt with mediums and with necromancers. He did much evil in the sight of the Lord, provoking him to anger. Outside are the dogs and sorcerers and murderers and idolaters, and everyone who loves the practice of falsehood. And when they say to you, inquire of the mediums and the necromancers who chirp and mutter, should not a people inquire of their God? Should they inquire of the dead on behalf of the living? When you come into the land that the Lord your God is giving you, you shall not learn to follow the abominable practices of those nations. There shall not be found among you anyone who burns his son or his daughter as an offering, anyone who practices divination, or tells fortunes, or interprets omens, or a sorcerer, or a charmer, or a medium, or an necromancer, or one who inquires of the dead. For whosoever does these things to the Lord, and because of these, the Lord your God is driving them out before you. There's reasons I'm not mentioning certain. If you could have heard that, then it was in stomach. There's reasons I'm not mentioning certain words, because we all know how YouTube is. And this is my opinion, this is my religious belief. You don't have to agree. This is my religious belief. We do not condone any form of harassment or hate speech on anyone over here. Never have, never will. This is my opinion. That's what it is. Witchcraft in the Bible is described as wicked, because it is. It's demonic. No one on the face of this earth can tell me that there is any good form of witchcraft, because there isn't. None of it is used for God. No witch is using any form of witchcraft for God. No Satanist is using witchcraft for God. They're using it to curse people. They're using it to put curses onto people. And they're using it for bad stuff. That's why God says that witchcraft is evil, because it is. There is no form of witchcraft that is good, because not a single form of witchcraft, all the way through the centuries, even in the medieval times, was ever used for God. It was used for bad, demonic stuff. And that's why there's this, you see it in the industry now, with these video games. They normalize it. It's in every game now. They're normalizing witchcraft through games like Skyrim, Final Fantasy. There's many other games out there. They're trying to they mainly normalized it through Final Fantasy, basically promoting to you that witchcraft is cool. And they do it through like Marvel movies as well, these superheroes with Scarlet the Witch, her name is. Yes, Scarlet. What does she do? She does like levitating, stuff like that. Even Doctor Strange, he does witchcraft. They're trying to normalize to you that witchcraft is cool. And they've done that. What do you think Halloween is about? Why do you think the Muslims don't celebrate Halloween, and yet somehow Christians still want to practice it? There's a reason it's called Halloween. It's demonic. It's evil. No one's dressing up as Jesus on Halloween, are they? It's all the devil. It's the devil, witches, ghosts, serial killers. You get people dressing up as Michael Myers, Jason, stuff like that. None of it is of God. It's demonic. Hello, welcome to the stream. But none of it is any good. So this game promotes that. It promotes witchcraft. And to anyone saying that it doesn't, I played this game I have almost nearly 4K hours in the game. I wish I could get all that time back, to be honest. But, and this is a thing, as advice I'll give to people: don't play online games. They can become an addiction. This is why they're created. Online video games are created to distract you. They look at how addictive online gaming can become. People are addicted to games like Fortnite. Me, I broke free from Fortnite. Stop playing it. This is what you gotta do. It's gotta be willpower. You gotta break yourself away from the things of this world. Otherwise, these things will overtake your life. That's why these games are designed. Games like Fortnite is to make it so you invest your entire life into these games, so it keeps you distracted. And I'm glad I broke free from them. I haven't been back to Fortnite in a long, long time, because I simply don't care about it. It's a trash game. It really is. It's a garbage game. It's like most games. And it says here, and I will cut off sorcerers from your hand, and you shall have no more tellers or fortunes. So we were practicing witchcraft right then. There shall not be found among you anyone who burns his sons. We've already read this one. So Saul died for his breach. Now we know what happened. one of the prophets tried to call upon the dead. We know one of the prophets did. So Saul died for his breach of faith. He broke faith with the Lord in that he did not keep the command of the Lord, and also consulted a medium seeking guidance. He did not seek guidance from the Lord. Therefore the Lord put him and turned the kingdom over to David, the son. See, even one of the prophets in the Bible was doing it. Exactly, Fortnite is garbage. People can disagree with that, but in my opinion, Fortnite is one of the worst garbage games ever to exist. But Fortnite's community is not as bad as Dead by Daylight's. When people say Dead by Daylight has the worst community in gaming, they mean it. It's nowhere near the level of any other community. It's one of the worst. Even the Call of Duty era wasn't as bad as the Dead by Daylight community. And you got dumb, stupid streamers like, oh, we should add proxy chat to Dead by Daylight. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? With all the stuff the community is about and how hateful they are. Yeah, it's really a good idea to allow proxy chat. Yeah, it's going to be a good idea, isn't it, streamers? It's going to be a real good idea. What do you think these people are going to say down the mic? If they're going to say it in endgame chat, what do you think they're going to say over the mic? It's a stupid idea. And I've had many people wish death on me just for playing the game. That's how pathetic this community is. Idolatry, sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy, fits of anger, rivalries, dissensions, divisions. So again, it makes it very clear that God is telling people that no one should promote witchcraft or do it, because he's telling it for your own good. It is not like people that believe in like astral projection. What they promote, that is a good thing. What they don't understand is a lot of the people in the industry practice that same thing. The more you do astral projection, this is a known fact, it opens you up to the spiritual realm. So that means somebody can come in, a demon can literally straight up possess you at any time that it wants. This is why they promote the Ouija board and stuff like that in movies. They want you to do it because then it doesn't matter whether you believe in demons or not. You are opening yourself up. And I even believe, this is off topic, I even believe pornography is a opening thing. I really believe that a form of part sexual, you open yourself to something. Something does change in your brain. It honestly does. Something in your brain changes. It opens something up. So it probably is part of, because we all know in the Illuminati and stuff like that, and the occults, they do sex rituals. There's a reason why, so it would make sense why pornography opens you up to stuff. Just want to check the mic's still okay. So yeah, it is. Just wanted to make sure. So we've seen what it says about witchcraft. Real back. So, and the Bible says the Bible strongly condemns witchcraft, sorcery, and divination, viewing them as serious sins, because it is, and this is telling you this for your own good. Rebellion against God and a resilience on demonic powers rather than God. Exactly, because it is demonic. It's not God. Witchcraft is not God, it's demonic. I'll just show you the witchcraft images. This is what it all promotes. It's satanic. It's filth. None of it is good. Witchcraft is the practice of magic, often perceived as using supernatural powers for harmful, malicious. See, they see, even Google admits to you, no one is using witchcraft for good. Because where does witchcraft come from? Demons. These demonic spirits, these unclean spirits that fly around the earth. As it says. It also says it doesn't matter if you believe in the book or not, but it says it in the book of Enoch that you shall be these demonic spirits, wanderers upon the earth. You shall be unclean spirits, and that shall be your dwelling. This is why demons fear Jesus Christ. They feared him, and that's why they needed to go in the pigs, because they need a body to stay on earth. And if you don't know where... There's nothing I can really do about it now. It is what it is. It doesn't actually show my location, but whatever. It's not actually doxed my address, so I'm fine. So yes. Even though I've turned it off, it's annoying, man. It really is. But as I was saying, man, that I've completely forgot now because of that. With witchcraft, you see all this stuff done. And as well, this is another thing I forgot. They normalized it through things like, what was it? Harry Potter. Harry Potter, how many people are fans of that movie, right? It's a massive popular franchise. They made video games about I used to own them. I got rid of them all. Years upon years ago, I had the whole collection. I got rid of them. Movies, they promote witchcraft, don't they? Harry Potter's a wizard. It's witchcraft. So they've been doing it for centuries and centuries and centuries, promoting to you that witchcraft is cool. Basically getting you to practice it. Because again, witchcraft is a rebellion against God. So this is why they say to you, hey, do witchcraft, guys. Do tarot cards and stuff like that. It's not demonic. The religion just lied about it. No, it is demonic. If you go practice it yourself, you'll see how demonic it is. It comes from demons. Oh, that was what I was gonna say. If you don't know where demons come from, basically, if you don't know where demons come from, they basically come from the fallen angels. The Nephilim, not the fallen angels directly. It's the fallen angels, the Nephilim, then the demonic spirits. They came from the Nephilim. That's where they came from. When the Nephilim was destroyed by God during the flood, the Nephilim became demonic spirits. So what you see in the industry today, where people keep saying shape-shifting, reptilians, stuff like that, it's not reptilians. It's called demons. These people are possessed by demons. As I said, demons need a host. They can't just jump into someone. Now, we've got into the thing about clones. If you clone someone, in reality, there's no longer a soul in that body. There's no soul. It's an empty vessel. So a demon can just jump right in that body. We've already proven that they do this in Hollywood. So that's why we have the people that say clones, reptilians. Oh, it's just reptilians using skin suits. No, it's far from the truth. Those are demons. And demons you can't see, the demonic spirits. The Bible proves that. Demons are not actual physical things, they're demonic spirits. That's where they came from. So yeah. But they promote, that's why doing things like Ouija board, stuff like that, is of the devil. It honestly is. It's of the devil. It seriously is. It is honestly of the devil. And anyone saying that it isn't, witchcraft is the use of magic by a person called a witch. Traditionally, witchcraft means the use of magic to inflict supernatural harm or misfortune on others, and this remains the most common and widespread meaning. So yes. So no one's using it for God. No one. No one is. It's demonic and of the devil. And it's even practiced, so again, traditionally. The use of magic is to inflict supernatural harm or misfortune on others, and this remains the most common and widespread meaning, though the idea of witchcraft is large and, but they say it's imaginary, but yeah, there's proven that people practice it. Yeah, it's imaginary. People put curses on people, voodoo, stuff like that. That's why God said, "Thou shalt not do this," because it is evil. It's straight of the devil. And there's even things like black magic's even worse. And if you knew the that's why I brought up. No one wants to bring it up, but the Dominican Republic. If you know anything about the Dominican Republic, they still practice black magic, and they do some of the most demonic stuff that you will ever see. They were into cannibalism, eat pure evil, but nobody wants to bring that up. Black magic, space. So black magic traditionally refers to for evil, selfish. So yeah, nobody uses it for good. No one does. Black magic. We'll just show you who else practices it. Alistair Crowley. See, Alistair Crowley promoted it as well. Also, what does it start? So I'm not going to show what it is, but certain stars are used around the world, right? Star of Rephaim, that's the star of witchcraft. Star of Molech. Ye took up your tabernacle, your god, Rephaim, of your idol, Molech. The star of Molech is used everywhere today. It's used everywhere. It is a satanic star, a six-pointed star that is absolute demonic, that derives from Molech. And it's what God said. It was practiced for centuries. It originated from Babylonian. That's where it originated from. Aleister Crowley, the infamous occultist, is strongly associated with black magic, though he defined it as using will cause the change. So there's white magic, which is laughable. There's no such thing as white magic. There's nothing righteous about black magic. Black magic, often invoking spirits for ill purposes, a practice claimed to condemn, but was central to his notoriety as the Great Beast, 666. So this guy was a devil worshipper. So anyone looking up to it, I told you what I said about Aleister Crowley. I wasn't making it up. He wrote a book. He tells you everything that he did. He did sex magic. Even the movie Eyes Wide Shut told you and admits what he did. A figure known for serum magic drug use and found in often depicted in media with dark mystical ties. Crowley defined magic as the science of the art of causing change to occur. So, and then he just makes up these nonsense, which white magic I've never even heard of. But you see, the Freemasonry, they even use it in magic. White, black, white, Masonic checkerboard pillars. Masonic checkerboard floor, and the Freemason lodges, the duality. And he founded a religion centered on the principle, do what I will, which is, again, means do whatever you want, with no form of, so in reality, Aleister Crowley was a reprobate. That's what he was. That's why he did what he did. There was no limit. When you fully become a reprobate, there is no limit there's no limit to what you can do. When these people don't believe in God whatsoever, there is no limit. Your mind would no longer cares. You'll fully do some of the most wicked stuff on the planet. We've all seen that with serial killers and stuff like that, the ones that don't believe in God. What did he do? They do some of the most evil stuff on the face of the planet. It's laughable. He stated, while magic served righteous will, which is nonsense, while black magic served a perverse one, involving spirits for bad purposes, a practice he claimed to abhor, which is BS, because this guy was a devil worshipper, so he's just a liar. He founded the religion, do what I will, the whole of the law, empathize and follow one's true will. So basically, if you're a reprobate, do whatever your mind desires. See, this was the nonsense. This is the same nonsense that they say today. You only live once. And then he goes into, this is what the idiot actually believed, known as the Great B666. This clown actually believed that he was the Antichrist himself. These idiots, man. He cultivated a dark image, often encouraging media attention, though he claimed he never practiced black magic himself, yet he wrote it in the book, according to The Guardian. He admitted what he practiced. This is what I said. This is why you can't believe these Satanists, the deceivers and liars. Sumerian magic. He was a leading figure in Sumerian magic, including intense rituals and sex magic, often with drug use. See, he was into drugs as well. So this guy was just insane and nuts. That's why I said I wasn't making up what I said. People just think that. They're like, oh, it was a conspiracy theorist just making this up. No, this is truly what this guy did and truly what he believed. He believed that doing sex rituals and stuff like that you'd reach a higher state of consciousness, and that if you could become your own god. That's what these Freemasons believe. The sick in the head. The demonic. So any form of witchcraft using video games and all that is not of God. So no, my opinion, Christians should not be playing Dead by Daylight. It is a demonic game. So he even admits even further what he did. He was a leading figure in ceremonial magic, including intense rituals and sex magic. So he admits it. I wasn't making it up. Well, guys, these people, these Satanists, not publicly admit what they believe in, publicly admit what they do, but we're still conspiracy theorists, though, guys, aren't we? We're still conspiracy theorists. We're still conspiracy theorists. So yeah, he clashed with the, I don't know what the Hemerit order is. That's what I mentioned with, I think that's what I mentioned in that video with the, what was it now? The Golden Age. It was written by Aleister Crowley. Because he's just a nutcase, honestly. He's insane. With what, and again, and that's why as well everyone was like, thought that Ozzy Osbourne was such a nice guy. The guy was a damn devil worshipper. Crowley authorized controversial books on magic, which again, what was the music that Ozzy Osbourne made? Rock music. I mean, in many of his songs, that's what I mean with these artists. Many of these artists in rock music admit that they worship the devil. Ozzy Osbourne admitted it many times. Bands like Metallica, they made a song 666, The Beast. They just mock it though. They're openly devil worshippers and they admit it. Influencing occultism and appears in popular culture, inspiring songs like Ozzy Osbourne, Mr. Crowley. So yeah, oh, we're conspiracy theorists, guys. We're conspiracy theorists, guys. Yeah, he writes a song about Aleister Crowley. And yet we're just nutcases though, right? We're not. None of what we're saying is true, right, though, but Ozzy Osbourne makes a song about Aleister Crowley, but just a conspiracy theory, though, right? His influence persists in music, with modern releases featuring his voice in black magic themed albums, and his ideas are central to modern witchcraft and New Age spirituality. So this is all public knowledge, it's admitted. So the New Age Christians, they're all Satanists in disguise. There is no such thing as a New Age Christian. You cannot practice yoga, witchcraft, black magic, or any form of the Kundalini or the Kabbalah or Hinduism or stuff like that and be a Christian. It's all witchcraft, it's of the devil, and it makes it very clear. It honestly does. So yes, Dead by Daylight is a satanic nation. I mean a satanic game. Because it is. Now we'll show you Behavior Interactive. No, it's not Behavior Interactive. Move this over here. So you see, it's not fake. It isn't fake. It's right there. It's right there. It's not fake. I didn't make it up. It's outside the building. This is in Canada. Montreal, I think. Yeah, Montreal, Canada. It's Canada, the place that banned the damn Bible and is woke as anything. So yeah, this game isn't for, Christians shouldn't be playing it because this company clearly supports Satanism. There's no defending it. There is no defending this. There is no defending it whatsoever. At all. And people are like, oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Yeah, anyone that says that, I'm sure it's just a joke and a coincidence that they use the number 666, the number of the devil. I'm sure it's just a coincidence and it's just a funny joke when they use it twice and it's actually the address. If you sign up for the email, which is public domain, it says in the email 666. So not only do they have it on the outside of the damn building of where they work, they have it basically in the email as well. And so the game's woke. The game... So... I might have to do the video again, honestly, because I don't know. I might have to just edit it out. I hope I can do it. No, I won't be able to. Well, kind of annoying, man. I'll just have to leave it, man. There's nothing I can do about it now. I'm just lucky it didn't reveal my location. It's the only thing I'm lucky. It didn't reveal where I actually lived. So, yeah. So, as I was saying, it is a demonic game. There's many perks in the game that promote witchcraft as well, many of them. So, yeah. Probably end it in a few minutes. So did it actually show anything? No, it didn't. So go to just give me a second. I'm just seeing something on the PlayStation. So all of this, that was then, this is when it was. So I'm just doing something a minute. So just want to see something. So yeah, I believe the years of so we just put Dead by Daylight. Where was it now? Dead by Daylight. Which also, oh yeah, that was it. That's another game as well that is popular. The Witcher. Something that I forgot to mention. What The Witcher was made by the same people that made Cyberpunk. They normalized it through that. Everyone likes The Witcher. I played it myself. It's a fun game, but it does not change the reality of it promotes witchcraft. What is Geralt using the whole game? He uses witchcraft, forms of sorcerer. So yeah, even with The Witcher, that promotes basically black magic. So yeah. Well, it did show it. I probably can't edit it out. It is what it is, man. Cause yeah, I don't think you can blur it out. So it is what it is, man. Well, it didn't reveal my location of where I live, so should be good. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end it here now. Appreciate anyone that came to the stream, honestly do. I appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, whatever it is, where you live.